So many people have said it's so hard to get vocals to sound good on a smartphone. This next video, I want to go over some ways that will guarantee you to have great sounding vocals even on a smartphone. Before we get into this video, hit the subscribe button and hit like for me. Hey guys, welcome to Perfect Vocals Academy. This next video is something I've never covered. It's mixing vocals to sound good on your phone. I get a lot of people that ask about this because, let's be honest, everybody's listening to stuff on their phone. It's all about how's it sound on TikTok, how's it sound on Spotify through your phone when you're just, listening to music. So definitely going to clear this up for you. So first off, I want to talk about how a phone speaker really doesn't put out much information below a certain frequency. So all the low end, some of those low mids that make vocals sound good and make certain instruments sound good, sub bass, aren't coming through on phones because the speaker cannot reach that low. It just doesn't have the frequency response. But there's some workarounds. So for example, if a vocal needs to be a little bit more thicker or have some low end, having information in the vocal in like 300, 400 hertz, 500 hertz, those like upper low mids on a phone, those will sound like low frequencies. So if you are getting rid of all those low mids and putting all your weight in the vocal in like the low stuff, then on a phone it's going to sound thin. That's how that works. So we want to make sure that the vocal has a nice balance of low mids if you want it to sound thick on a phone. So another thing we can do is we can check our mix with a filter. So if you put your filter at like 400 hertz.
Embrace the herd every day, cause I know I've been grinding so long. Won't take a break a single day to slow the pace. I'm so in my zone.
That's how you're going to hear it on a phone.
Embrace the herd every day, cause I
could even probably put it at like 350.
Embrace the herd every day, cause I know I've been grinding so long. Won't take a break a single day to slow the pace. I'm so in my zone. Bleed every day. I'm Memphis made. That's basically all I've ever known.
So this way we can adjust. So if the vocal sounds really loud when you roll this off, that means that the vocal probably needs to come down, or you need to tame some of the mids or high mids in the vocal, because on a phone it will come across way too loud. Basically, a phone is showing you what everything sounds like without low end. So if your low end is making you think that your vocal is sitting at a good spot and you take it away and then it's not sitting at a good spot, that means that the low end was the only reason that your vocal wasn't too loud on your studio speakers. Because low end is a very upfront thing. Like when you boost low end, it comes forward in the mix. So if you have just tons of sub bass and tons of low end in your beat or instrumental production, that's all going to come to the forefront, and then it's going to put the vocal at a decent spot. So that's why it can be misleading. It can be misleading when you hear things on a phone and it sounded so good on your speakers. So if we mix without this, not the whole time, just check it. If we check our mixes, rolling off this low end, we can get it way more in the pocket and sounding great on a phone. Perfect Vocals Academy presents the Vocal Mixing Masterclass. Do you want to become a profitable audio engineer? This course includes a PVA sound treatment ebook, 15 in-depth videos, as well as worksheets for each video. Bonus video, how to profit as an up-and-coming audio engineer, and a bonus Pro Tools template using Waves plugins is also included.
Embrace the herd every day, cause I know I've been grinding so long. Won't take a break a single day to slow the pace. I'm so in my zone. Bleed every day. I'm Memphis made. That's basically all I've ever known. So locked in, I'm setting trends and I'm still moving all on my own. Embrace the hurt every day, cause I know I've been grinding so long. Won't take a break a single day to slow the pace, I'm so in my zone. Bleed every day, I'm Memphis made, it's basically all I've ever known. So locked in, I'm setting trends and I'm still moving.
So yeah, you want to get, you know, a nice happy medium. You know, when you bring this off, you don't want the vocal to sound buried. If it sounds buried, then there might be, you know, still too much low end. So you might need to tame the low end in your beat. Or maybe the vocal needs a little bit more mid-range. Maybe not mid-range like high mids, because that's what maybe makes it sound too harsh or up front, but maybe some mid-range and, you know, maybe 800 hertz, 900 hertz. Just a little bit, just to let it cut through a little more.
Embrace the hurt every day, cause I know I've been grinding so long. Won't take a break.
Okay, so if this is how it's going to sound on a phone, and that vocal sounds thin, which it kind of does a little bit, then let's find a way to fatten it up.
Embrace the hurt every day, cause I've been... Embrace the hurt every day, cause I know I've been grinding so long. Won't take a break a single...
So let's bring up... Looks like I cut 500, but let's bring some of that back.
Embrace the hurt every day, cause I know I've been grinding so long. Won't take a break a single day to slow the pace, I'm so in my zone. Bleed every day, I'm in...
Same with 250, just a little bit back.
Embrace the hurt every day, cause I know I've been grinding so long. Won't take a break a single... Embrace the hurt every day, cause I know I've been grinding so long. Won't take a break a single day to slow the...
Sounds a little thicker with that on. Let's listen without it.
Embrace the hurt every day, cause I know I've been grinding so long. Won't take a break a single day to slow the pace.
Okay, now it sounds like the vocal's a little muddy now that it's gone. So what I want to do is exactly what I did there, 500 and 250. Let's try cutting that in the beat a little bit.
Embrace the hurt
and let's see if we can get this right. Let's take about 2 dB down to 250 and 2 dB down of 500.
Embrace the hurt every day, cause I know I've been grinding so long. Won't take a break a single day to slow the pace, I'm so in my zone.
It actually sounds better.
Embrace the hurt every day, cause I know I've been grinding so long. Won't take a break a single day to slow the pace, I'm so in my zone.
So that's what we could do. We can go back and forth, and if we want the vocal to sound thicker on a phone, we can make it sound thicker. But when we bring the filter off and it comes back to normal, not on a phone, we have to find another way to make this work, which in this way you can cut it in the beat, and then now it doesn't sound like it's too much in the vocal. So we can also reference to other songs. So what I like about Ozone is it's got this little reference feature. You could bring in a song. You could gain match it.
If it was me, they wouldn't regret it. Bleed every day, I'm eating. Pillow talk with him, she's spilling the tea and it's so locked in, I'm setting trends and I'm
so we can listen to how like a big song like this Drake song is mixed, and then we can just reference to that.
Embrace the hurt every day,
so that's a good way to really decipher where to put the vocal as well. Referencing is always a decent idea. I don't recommend doing it the whole time because you can get stuck on certain things, but a quick check is good. And then also one thing I will note is for if you have the beat stems and you are mixing the beat and you have the beat stems, which is great if you do, and it's not just a stereo beat, be sure to put some harmonic excitement or some harmonic distortion on your sub bass and or your kick drum, because kick drums usually and sub bass have this low end that sounds terrific on speakers, but then when you get to the phone, it sounds like there's no kick, there's no sub bass. Where did it go? So what we can do is add some harmonic content with something like a harmonic exciter, like Aphex vintage harmonic exciter by Waves, or a tape saturation plugin, and get those harmonics to come out of the sub bass and kick drum. That way they're really coming through on a phone. So that is the key to it, I promise. I'm sure you've heard it before, but bringing out some mid-range and some harmonics on your kick and your sub bass will get it to come through on a phone. So that's it for this one, guys. I hope this helped. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Feel free to share this video with your friends. Subscribe, like it. Check out my vocal mixing masterclass. I think you will really love it, and it will take you to the next level. It's got enough info that you can start making money probably in a month or two doing audio engineering if you're interested in that. So I will see you guys next time.